This sports broadcast made possible by contributions from the following. Custom Heating and Cooling of Chicagoland. For all your heating and cooling needs, featuring sales, installation, and 24-hour emergency service, visit them online at customheating.com. Rosen Hyundai of Algonquin. Looking for a brand new Hyundai or certified pre-owned? Save time, shop online at rosenhyundai.com. Tom the Plumber, Inc. is a family-owned and operated company committed to providing plumbing service and installations of the highest quality and craftsmanship. Tom the Plumber, honest and affordable. Visit Tom online at tomtheplumberinc.com. The Windy City Bulls. For tickets and game information for the official G League affiliate of the Chicago Bulls, visit windycitybulls.com. Checkup, the Snapchat of basketball. Find and set up nearby basketball anytime, anywhere. Download the app in the Apple App Store today. And Buffalo Wild Wings. Visit their locations in Algonquin and Hoffman Estates for some award-winning wings spun in one of 21 sauces or dry rubs. Or try a tasty burger or wrap. There's something for everyone at Buffalo Wild Wings in Hoffman Estates at Route 59 and 72 or in Algonquin on Randall Road.
And we are live here. It's the Hinkle Holiday Classic in the Jacobs High School gym. I'm Brandon Giese alongside Connor Marian, and what a pleasure it is to be here in the afternoon hours. We're going to have a couple of really good games coming to you, but to start us off, we're going to have a Consolation A third place game. That's going to be the Marian Central Catholic Hurricanes taking on the Prairie Ridge Wolves. And so far, both teams come into this game 2-2 with wins against teams that they both haven't played and losses against teams they both haven't played. So there's not a comparable game. So this should be a good matchup that we don't really have a telltale who's going to win.
We really haven't seen these two teams play either. But what I have heard from Prairie Ridge is that Jack Hoyland and Connor Kazin are two of their best shooters. They have shot a lot of points this season and are pretty good with points per game.
Yeah, and then I saw the Marian Central Hurricanes just one time, and I do believe that Kevin Herbst is a problem down low. I know for a fact that he had a couple of big blocks in that game. I would just keep an eye out for both teams running team basketball. There's not necessarily one or two telltale, these guys are going to lead the whole way. I would think that they're going to play a lot of team basketball here today.
Right, it seems like since there's not a lot of height on both teams except for on Marian Central when you have Thomas Menner at 6'7", but both these teams are basically even height. There's not one or five guys that are over 6'5", but they're all around even.
We are just seconds from a tip, and this game is brought to you by Custom Heating and Cooling of Chicagoland. For all your comfort needs, heating, cooling, or air conditioning, give them a call at 847-622-7483 or find them online at customheating.com. A three-pointer is shot, but no good for A.J. Golombewski. An offensive board for, I believe that was Kevin Herbst. Yes, it was, and he gets on the board right away. Now back the other way, Connor Kazin with it. He will give it up to Jack Hoyland. They work the ball around the perimeter, eventually work it inside and back out to Hoyland. Kazin a dribble drive, a floater. He just left it short, and it goes right into the grip of Kevin Herbst, but then they end up turning it over off of a lackadaisical pass. Jacob Baranowski couldn't quite handle it.
It seemed like they were all over the place during that play. There were passes here and there. It seemed a little bit rushed. I think they should have slowed down there.
Inbound goes to Connor Kazin. The 2-3 zone is set by the Hurricanes, and the goal for the Wolves will be to break it. I think they got to work it inside to out, don't you think?
Oh, yeah, so they're working inside, pass outside, try to find a man open on the three-point arc, use that to their advantage.
Quick swing passes also can get guys open like that. They're going to swing it far side. Hoyland thought about it, but a good rotation from the Hurricanes.
See, the most important part is to keep the ball moving because the odds of a man being open, like right there, are just good.
Hoyland took a pretty good shot, but it did not go. Golombewski with tempo comes down and fires a three. Back rim no good. Rebound was fought for, and there will be a foul there. I believe it's going to go against Jonathan Preston. Here they come left to right. Connor Kazin will bring it across the half-court boundary, and they will fire for three quickly. That had no chance. That might have been a pass. I couldn't tell you, but Joseph Hansen converts. It looked like a shot off the hand, but then it ended up being more of a perfect pass to Hansen down low.
Doesn't seem whatever they tried to do there, even if it was a shot or just a pass, it worked.
Another 2-3 zone on the other end. That's going to be a three-pointer put up, no good. Herbst will go back up with it and draw some contact. I believe the foul will go against Jack Hoyland.
He seemed to get his hand a little bit too much on the other guy's hand, causing the foul there. A little too much contact.
And it does go against Hoyland. That will trigger Herbst at the free throw line for the first time of the day. That one is up and no good. The Central Hurricanes shoot it 64% from the line, a bit below average for the tournament, and if they can up that number, they might have a good chance of winning this ballgame.
We've seen throughout this entire tournament, free throws are important. Now, Prairie Ridge has 73%, and as you know, free throws could change the game. By 1 point here, 1 point there, it could come down to those last 2 points or 2 missed free throws you had in the beginning of the game.
Herbst does miss the second one, and Hunter Morlock grabbed the rebound. Coming back the other way, that's going to be Kazin. He moved it to Hoyland. And as you said, those are the guys to look out for. Connor Kazin and Jack Hoyland, the two guards for the Wolves. And there's going to be a foul called once again. I believe it will go against, oh, excuse me, that's going to go against Baranski.
I feel like those two names you're going to hear a lot, Hoyland and Kazin. You're going to hear those names throughout this entire game.
Inbound will be Kazin. He gives it into Hoyland, but that was tipped off of a Marian Central player, and the possession will retain with the Wolves. If you're just now joining us, I'm Brandon Giese alongside Patrick Harian. It's the Prairie Ridge Wolves taking on the Marian Central Catholic Hurricanes. That one is kicked out of bounds by A.J. Golembuski.
Seems like they're having a lot of trouble getting this inbounds played down.
They do get it in now. That's going to be Hoyland. Right back to Kazin, and they're going to run a two-man set. Inside now. Thought about taking a jumper, did not go. Hoyland works it to Kazin, right back to Hoyland. They work it into the middle. A jump shot is up and no good. That was Joseph Hansen with the opportunity. And quickly the other way come the Hurricanes. Inside to Herbst, and they're going to call a foul on the floor against Hansen, I believe. Yep, Hansen gets called for his first foul of the contest, as Kevin Herbst seems to be a lot to handle down there for them right now. Herbst listed at 6'6", 230. That's a pretty sizable young man compared to the Prairie Ridge Wolves. They don't have a guy over 6'4" and over 200 on the roster.
So they can use that size and weight to their advantage. They can pass it inside the Herbst, and he'll be able to just drive in, just overpower.
His post presence will be known. I have a feeling that this isn't going to be the last time they work it into him. And we'll see if they continue to go right back to him. Inbound will go to Baranski. They get it to Preston. Back to Baranski. He'll cut down the lane with a floater in heavy traffic. Couldn't get it to go, but an offensive rebound is grabbed and scored by Sam Limbaugh. A timeout will be called by the Prairie Ridge Wolves. It's only 4-2 here in the early going of this one, but you can tell that that timeout was well needed.
You see both teams are missing a lot of shots going up to that possession there.
And this timeout is going to be sponsored by Rosen Hyundai of Algonquin. Looking for a brand new Hyundai or certified pre-owned safe time, shop online at rosenhyundai.com. You know, I'm going to be really sad that I don't get to read these every timeout next, tomorrow.
Yeah.
I know I've gotten attached to my live reads, my timeout rotation and our quarter breaks and the game start reads.
It's going to feel weird tomorrow, especially not waking up early.
I know. Today felt like a gift, sleeping in a little bit, getting up in here about noon. We're bringing you another great game, and we're going to be here all the way through the 3 o'clock hour to bring you that last one for us. You don't want to miss it here at the Hinkle Holiday Classic. Far side, that's going to be Kazin with it. Near side, Hansen will give it right back to Kazin. They're having trouble breaking this zone. They work it into Hansen. A swing pass out to Hoyland. He thought about it, didn't go anywhere with it. A three-pointer will be shot. That's going to be no good. And Preston brings it up with a little bit of pace. Kicks it to the corner. Golembiewski thought about it but didn't fire. Down the lane, Limbaugh lost the handle. And a swing pass. Golembiewski up fake and fire and score! AJ Golembiewski with an efficient play from the corner to help spring a 7-2 lead for the Marian Central Hurricanes.
Now it's going to be very important for Prairie Ridge to break this zone soon before this game starts to get a little out of hand.
And a big block by Kevin Herbst underneath the rim. And here come the Hurricanes once again. A pass up to, Preston, excuse me. He tried to get it inside to Herbst and they couldn't handle. Now here comes Hoyland.
See, they're just trying to find a guy open. They're having a hard time doing that.
Swing passes are necessary. Hoyland will fire, no good. Rebound tipped and controlled by Sam Limbaugh. They get it up to AJ Golembiewski. Dribbles through some traffic, does throw it far side. Preston for three, no good. Rebound controlled underneath the rim. They're gonna call a foul on somebody. Substitutions will come in off the bench for Prairie Ridge. That's gonna be Jared Lindquist, number 5 for the Wolves, and also number, excuse me, I missed one. Number,
it seems like 25.
25, Colin Lamb was a starter today. 32, Drew Gendy checked in as well. I think those are our 2 subs so far, and we'll keep you updated with them as best we can. We're sorry for the confusion up here in the booth. Far side swing pass, Hoyland with it. I think they worked some more shooters into their rotation right now, because that's going to be the way to beat this zone right now, because inside just it isn't happening.
You're just going to get overpowered if you go inside, especially by the taller players on Marian Central. So you're going to need to work it around and try to get a man open on a three-pointer or a mid-range shot. Just don't drive in.
A three-pointer is shot from Hoyland, no good. Offensive rebound, they fought against teammates or else they would have had it. Now here comes Baranski with pace. And Preston almost throws it away. It's saved by Herbst to Golembiewski. A swing pass to Preston. Baranski for three, no good. Rebound control by Hoyland, and he'll bring it up with pace. A good pass down the middle of the lane, a kick to Kazin, and he did not pull the trigger.
He had like a wide open shot there.
I'm not sure why Kazin is hesitating on that, but he had a good look. Hoyland will fire for three. Yes! Jack Hoyland gets on the board for the first time of this game with a big triple.
It was important for him to score in that drive there, because if they just gave it over again, another turnover, they would have been potentially an even bigger hole.
They pass it inside to Preston. Herbst got a great dish from Preston, who was almost out of bounds but couldn't finish. Down the lane, Colin Lamb. Yes, he will finish a easy fast break layup, and I think they need to get out and running a little bit more. A press is on now for the Wolves.
We need to change the pace, become a little more faster for Prairie Ridge here. It seems like.
Here they go again. Here they come the other way. A layup, a scoop layup and score. That's Connor Kazin, and that was a very athletic play. He might have taken one too many steps there, but they let that one go.
It did look like he'd take one too many steps there, but there was a little bit of contact there, but he was able to continue and make that shot.
Yeah, we're going to take a look at the Windy City Bulls replay. Let's see if we can count his steps here, because I thought he might have walked, but we'll see here on the monitor in just a second. Here we are, Windy City Bulls replay. So 1, 2, maybe it was 2. I mean, I think we needed a second before that to really see where he started, but it just looked like he traveled a long way in a short amount of time, didn't it?
He did. It not unless he was taking larger steps, like strides there, but it did seem like he had a little more than 2 steps.
Maybe 2.5. You let it slide that time. A great finish by him, nevertheless. Double clutch scoop from the left side of the rim. But up here in the booth, we're a little curious if he took one too many steps, because, you know, a 6'1" guard doesn't necessarily fly down the lane like LeBron James, and it looked like he was floating there for a second. Golembiewski with it now. He'll give it up far side. That's Baranski. They are definitely toning up the pressure on the ball handlers of the Hurricanes. Now Preston for three, no good. Rebound controlled there, and that's an and one opportunity. Michael Husick, who just got up off the bench and into the game, makes his presence known quickly.
Also for Prairie Ridge, Jason Giffels has joined the game as well.
Giffels, a 6'1" senior. Husick at the line, no good. Rebound controlled there by Connor Kazin. Lindquist will give it back to Kazin. They give it up. Far side. A swing pass through. That's what you want to see. A three-pointer, no good. Rebound controlled. That's number 25, Thomas Menner, who checked in with the board.
They did basically everything right in that play there. They passed it around. They found the guy open. They just missed the shot.
A good offensive rebound, and they get it inside to Menner. Menner will shoot, no good. Another tip, but they're going to call it over the back on that one. Good hustle from Michael Husick underneath the rim. They have him only listed at 5'11", but here in the early going, he already has a couple of offensive rebounds that have triggered extra opportunities for the Hurricanes.
We've seen throughout this entire tournament, offensive rebounds keep your team in the game. And they give your team more chances to score, and it's really proven.
13 seconds left here in the first. They're going to opt for the last possession. Here comes Kazin. With 5 on the clock, they start the play. It might have been a little too late. They get it to Kazin with 1 on the clock. He'll dribble in and not even get a shot up. I thought that they waited just a tad too long to get into the swing of their offense. Nevertheless, a 9-9 tie here in the Jacobs High School gym. We're going to send it to our sponsor, Buffalo Wild Wings, for a quick commercial and bring it back.
Buffalo Wild Wings is the place to bring the whole family for a great night out. We're nearby in Algonquin and Crystal Lake with specials all week long. Enjoy 65-cent boneless wings on boneless Thursdays and Mondays. Get half-priced wings on Tuesdays and stop by on Wednesdays for 99-cent chicken tenders and $1.49 kids meals. Sign up for our free Blaze and Rewards loyalty program. Earn points, get rewards. It's more of what you love for what you already love to do. It's all here at Buffalo Wild Wings in Algonquin and Crystal Lake.
And we are back here in the Jacobs High School gym. It's the Hinkle Holiday Classic. I'm Brandon Giese alongside Patrick Harry. And if you're just now joining us, as you can see on the screen, it's 9-9. No one has a lead at the moment, but the Marian Central team jumped out early. Prairie Ridge clawed back into it. What did you see in the first quarter there, Patrick?
I saw a lot of missed shots by both teams, but I saw Marian Central working inside, and that seems to be pretty effective for them as well. And also Prairie Ridge had a few good breaks there. They drove good on a fast break. They scored a few layups there, a good athletic play. Also
Buffalo Wild
in that occurrence as well. But I have to see Prairie Ridge has to continue trying to work on the outside.
All right, you heard it here first. That's Patrick Harrian with his expert analysis. We're into the second quarter. Let's see if anything he just said comes true. Connor Kazin now with it. He'll give it up. Hoyland now. Inside they go. That's a walk, no doubt about it. Oh, they're going to call a push. I thought he definitely took. Did you see that too? It might have been because of the push.
I saw him hop up, and I thought for sure that was going to be a travel.
But then again, maybe they can see it. They definitely are way down there. We're way up here. But from here, it looked like a travel, but he could have been pushed into that hop. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Hoyland did miss that one. They're going to call a foul on number 44, Joseph Hansen. I thought that he might have tied that ball up cleanly, but nevertheless, the Hurricanes will take over.
I thought it was cleanly as well. I mean, it looked like he had full control of the ball there, and I didn't see any kind of physical contact.
Substitute on the floor. Hansen will take a seat. Giffels will check back into the game. Here they come. Golembuski gives it up to Baranski. Preston mishandles it, and that's going to be an over the back.
And that could be a very costly turnover here. Yeah, they had full control of that play there, and they decided to overshoot the guy in the top. and it just took them over, and now we're giving the ball back to Prairie Ridge.
Sorry, the layman's term is a half-court violation. Over and back is what we called it, you know, wherever I'm from. But if you're sitting at home and you're like, what's an over and back, that is the same as a half-court violation. There it is, a three-pointer shot by Kazin. It will not go. And here they come the other way. Preston now quickly up the floor. He'll slow it down as he got double-teamed and give it up to Baranski. So they were looking for a swing pass, and they've just switched into this 3-2 zone here on the other side. Prairie Ridge trying to pressure the ball handlers and force some turnovers. Inside, that's going to be a new check-in, Jaden Thiergood. Back to the top of the key. Preston will fire. Why not? No good. Rebound control by Menor, and they're going to call a traveling violation on him as he just slid across the floor a little bit with the ball in his hands.
After he caught that rebound, he just slipped and just fell, causing the travel.
Kazin now, he'll bring it up left to right. He'll cross that Golden Eagle logo on your screen and set up the offense for the Wolves. A quick three from Hoyland. Actually, I think that may be a designed play. That is the second time they have ran that, and it looks like it's a shot off of Hoyland's hands, but I think it's actually a pass.
Maybe they're trying to do some kind of little alley-oops there.
I think that's exactly what it is. Menor misses it on this end of the floor. It gets his own rebound and puts it back up and in. Thomas Menor will get on the board for the first time for him in the second quarter of action.
You saw him just overpower Prairie Ridge there by using his 6'7" height there. Just able to just extend his arms and catch the ball.
Hoyland for three, no good. That one was an actual shot. He definitely just hacked Galambuski pretty hard there right in the face. They let it slide. Preston now gives it to Baranski. He'll fire for three, no good. Rebound tipped. That's going to be off of Menor. Man, that's an interesting play that they run. I'm sorry to keep going back to it, but I've got my mind on it now. They have Hoyland take it, and he looks like he's shooting the ball, but actually he's throwing an alley-oop to his big man underneath the rim.
It really does look like he's shooting because he jumps off the ground as well, and his arms are in the form of like a shot, but he just whips it down in.
There's a new check-in right there for the Wolves. He couldn't get it to go. That's going to be, Jason Grappenthin. They called a foul underneath the rim. It was a non-shooting foul. Out goes Menor, in comes Herbst.
Now let's see if they could actually get this inbounds play to work. They've had trouble with it early on in the game trying to find a man open.
They do get it to him. A three is put up, no good. Rebound controlled there by Herbst.
He was a little out of control there on that three. He kind of just ran and jumped instead of taking his time a little bit.
That was almost a walk there from Baranski, but he did not. The pass was eventually deflected out of bounds off of the Wolves. The inbounder will be Galambuski. They get it into Herbst. Herbst gets it to Baranski. He'll cut right down the middle of the lane. He definitely had some contact. Tried to get it to Thiergood, and they're going to go the other way.
He ran into three guys there, and I'm sure there was contact, but the refs seemed to miss the call there.
Jacob Baranski is actually a freshman, a 5'9" freshman starting for the Hurricanes, and he only weighs 138 pounds. When he went to the floor there, I thought that he looked a little bit smaller than everybody out on the floor, but that's because he's a freshman. He's got a long time to learn on this high school squad, and if he's playing on the varsity team, good for him.
Oh, it sure is. I'm pretty sure he's a very good basketball player, given his height, and I'm hoping he's able to show us here, and he has played pretty good.
He handles the ball very well for them. He's definitely a part of a two-guard set. Him and Preston seem to have a good chemistry, and if this young man's going to be on the team from now in a whole 4 varsity year career, that's pretty effective for the Hurricanes. Preston with the rebound off of a miss, and here they come the other way. They give it up. There he is. That's Baranski. Back to Preston. They swing it. A.J. Galambuski in the corner. Pressure there. A definite foul. I could hear the clap from up here.
That was he just went out there and just slapped him there, causing the foul. It was a good call. we heard it all the way up here. It was quite loud, actually.
A lot of substitutions here. It looks like Limbaugh will check back in. Thier going to go to the bench. We had a couple for the Wolves. I didn't quite catch them. We'll try to keep you updated as we get them. Number 5, Jared Lindquist is in, so keep that in note as well. Limbaugh all the way to the back court, and he will try to reset for the Hurricanes, and he throws it away.
That was just a rush pass there. He had no idea that he was going to throw it, and just kind of just weird out of bounds there. It was rushed.
Kazin now gives it up. They'll dribble right into the middle of the trap, and Baranski will come up with a steal. He'll cut down the lane, give it up to Preston. Thought about a 3. Now Galambewski will size one up for 3. Yes, sir! AJ Galambewski for 3. And a timeout called by the Prairie Ridge Wolves. It is a 14-9 lead now here in the Jacobs High School gym. We're going to take a look at a Windy City Bulls replay. I believe it's going to be Galambewski's 3 that we just saw. Yeah, here it is. Look at it. Nice camera angle and shot. You get to see the ball the whole way, and it looked good. If anything, it would have been short or long. Besides that, he had it sized up.
He took his time there. He relaxed. He just was in his zone there and just took the shot like it was any other day. He was in full control of that ball.
Yeah, that was a very good shot from him, and it seems like early in this game, he's pretty effective at shooting from distance. He did have that up fake 3 in the same corner earlier in the first.
I'd say that Marian Central is going to continue to pass to him throughout this game. He is, like you said, he's dominated along the three-point line is what we've seen so far. It's also shown that he does have a little bit of range there too.
Yeah, he has not been afraid to shoot it from distance, that is for sure. Overall, a 14-9 lead, and this is kind of how we thought the game would go. I didn't think it would be possibly this defensive, but we did think it would be this close.
Yes, and I've noticed with Prairie Ridge, they've missed a lot of shots, and they've kind of ran to the zone a little bit. Then you continue trying to find a guy open. I mean, I like the shots they've taken, but they need to take a little bit more, especially when they're wide open. You saw some passes going on when there shouldn't have been.
Yeah, they are making an extra pass every now and then, which can affect the look. Kazin now will dribble baseline. He'll put it up with the left or right hand, excuse me, no good. Rebound control by Herbst, and here comes Baranski.
There was the height of Marian Central. Just keeps getting rebounds like crazy in this game.
Almost walked there. They got away with one. Preston. Far side, Galambewski will have it in the corner. They'll get it to Baranski. Galambewski now dribbles baseline, gives it to Baranski for 3. Yes! That's Jacob Baranski's first points of the game, and he put that one through for the Hurricanes.
You saw it was a pretty good shot there. He took his time a little bit. Even with a little contention there, he was able to make the shot.
Swing pass to Kazin. It seems that Kazin likes to go inside a little bit more, and that's why he's struggling from the perimeter. There it is, Hoyland no good. Rebound controlled by Sam Limbaugh, and the pass will go to Galambewski. He'll push the issue. Instead, they'll reset. Preston on the far side. Far side, Galambewski from the corner. He was a little too deep in it from that angle. We could see the whole shot that was just slightly off. Hoyland will give it up. That's Kazin.
See, they're having pretty good ball movement here, trying to find open man.
Kazin will fire. Yes, Connor Kazin. As soon as I said that he didn't like to shoot it, why not? Shoot it and make it. Connor Kazin for 3.
Saw he was wide open on that shot. He had a good luck and he took it.
Made me eat my words, that's for sure. Galambewski now will get it to Baranski. Galambewski again from the corner. Oh, in and out. Rebound control by Herbst, and he gets absolutely mugged by Jack Hoyland.
He was going up, and he just slapped him on the wrist, and there was the foul there, giving him 2 shots for a free throw. Now this has been a little spot where Marian Central has struggled with, as we said earlier, 64% at the line.
Yeah, and Kevin Herbst already came to the line once and went 0 for 2. That one is up, and it is good for him.
Be very important for them to continue making these free throws, to keep extending their lead a little bit more here and there.
In for the Wolves is number 21, Timothy Cook. Second one from Herbst is up, and that one is good. Herbst has got that line drive shot at the free throw line. It's either a heat-seeking missile destined to swack the bottom of the net, or it's going to back rim and clank out.
It's a lot different than any other ones we've seen. Like you said, it's a lot more powerful, and there's a higher chance of a crazy rebound happening instead of a high and arcing free throw.
Hoyland inside. He worked it back out to Timothy Cook, the new check-in, and he gets absolutely rejected by Kevin Herbst. Quickly up the floor, Preston will get it in the corner. He'll fire, that one is not going to go. Golombuski with the rebound, he'll hit a fader, yes. AJ Golombuski is not afraid to shoot, ladies and gentlemen. He has shown it so far, and that is his first shot that he's made from inside the arc. A three-pointer answer, no good. Rebound there is controlled by Sam Limbaugh. Here comes Preston quickly. They give it up. Golombuski with it. Baranski will reset.
See, they're taking their time a little bit here. Maybe they're trying to get that final possession of this quarter.
They are calling for the last possession. You can hear the coach barking out orders. There's only 6 seconds left. Now they move it. Golombuski in the corner for three, no good. Rebound tapped off of a red jersey, and nevertheless, that will end the first half. We have had an exciting one. It's 21-12 in favor of the Marian Central Catholic Hurricanes. We're going to send it to our sponsor, Buffalo Wild Wings, and we'll bring it back at the end of this halftime break.
Buffalo Wild Wings is the place to bring the whole family for a great night out. We're nearby in ALGONQUIN and Crystal Lake with specials all week long. Enjoy 65-cent boneless wings on boneless Thursdays and Mondays. Get half-priced wings on Tuesdays. And stop by on Wednesdays for 99-cent chicken tenders and $1.49 kids meals. Sign up for our free Blaze and Rewards loyalty program. Earn points, get rewards. It's more of what you love for what you already love to do. It's all here at Buffalo Wild Wings in ALGONQUIN and Crystal Lake.
So we're here at the Hinkle Holiday Classic. I'm Patrick Marian alongside Brandon Giese, and we're covering today's game of Marian Central Catholic High School against Prairie Ridge. Now this first half has been quite interesting. You have Marian Central scoring 21 points compared to Prairie Ridge's 12. There has been a complete overpowering by Marian Central. They're just taking every rebound they have. They're capitalizing on the chances and possessions that they have. For Prairie Ridge, they're missing a lot of their shots. They seem to be missing along the three-point line. They have successfully worked around the zone, but they're having trouble capitalizing on those three-point shots. And you see they have good ball movement, but they continue to turn over sometimes. And as what we've seen so far, the top scorer only has 5 points. Connor Kassin has only had 5 points, and he is one of their best scorers in this game as well. We also see Hoyland is struggling a little bit too, and then the other two guys, Lamb and Hansen, have scored only twice.
I'm sorry about that. I took a run to the restroom really quickly, and I missed our comeback. I'm Brandon Giese alongside Patrick Marian. I want to apologize because in the beginning of our broadcast, I made a mistake. I went to high school with Patrick's brother, and I called him by his brother's name. And I'm extremely sorry to anyone who is listening that may have recognized that, and also to my partner here. But nevertheless, I just ran all the way from the restroom because I realized that I was way behind schedule, so please excuse me. The Hurricanes are winning this game 21-12. What do you think each team has to do to come out here and win this game?
Marian Central has to continue to shoot inside and outside, continue to out-rebound Prairie Ridge, and continue to just assume control of this game like they're in now. Just continue with that momentum they had going into this half. And for Prairie Ridge, well, maybe try to go inside against the zone. It hasn't worked outside. Like I've said earlier, they're missing a lot of their shots.
And you know, I think one of the things that they got to focus on doing is trying to work it into a middleman. I don't know if you've ever heard of Phil Jackson. I'm sure you had. One of the things that he always preached was the triangle offense. Well, one of the ways to beat the 2-3 zone is from a triangle. So if you look at the key, if we can get a shot of a key, possibly one of the like the free throw line and the key. So from the free throw line to one of the blocks to the other block is a triangle. To beat a 2-3 zone, you need a big man to run from each block and to the free throw line. Then you work the ball into them, and the idea is that the zone collapses on them. So when the zone collapses, you kick out the shooters. That's how you beat a 2-3 zone, is by shooting. Technically speaking, the only way to beat a 2-3 zone inside is probably driving baseline or right down the middle, which doesn't happen very often. So it is possible to beat the 2-3 zone inside, but it's very unlikely. So we will see either way which way they try to do it. Now you can kind of see the key and what I'm trying to draw in that triangle. Like I said, I wish I could draw on the screen like we're on ESPN or something, but I can draw on it with my pencil for you to see. Coming the other way, quickly, Hoyland, no good. Rebound control by Herbst. And a turnover there. It was very close to being out. Hoyland for three, no good.
See, that offensive struggle with that three-pointer is just continuing in the half. Let's just hope they can turn it around, because that's, like you said, that's the way to beat the zone. It's a three-point shot. Yeah,
they're going to need to spark some shooting, that's for sure. And that's kind of why Marian Central's been in the lead, is because they've been able to shoot. Preston for two, no good. Rebound there is controlled by Hansen, and they'll bring it the other way.
Saw Hoyland there jumping up and down, calling for the pass. He didn't receive it. He was wide open.
And Hoyland is one of the guys who's been probably shooting the three the most for these guys. And unfortunately for him, he's just went through a cold streak. If he can possibly find his hot hand, this could be a completely different game.
Because once he's hot, he's going to keep taking that shot, and he's hopefully going to keep making it. He's only made one of his threes.
See, there was a serious hesitation from him instead of firing it. But either way, Jack Hoyland does go down the middle of the lane and score. AJ Golembuski with it now. Preston far side. To Baranski. A errant pass goes up to Hoyland. Inside, they put it up and eventually no good. There will be a foul though on the play. Preston pleading his case to the ref, but that's not gonna change the call.
You see what caused that turnover was a little bit of a rushed pass there. He was just able to just catch it alongside the key there and just turn it around and throw it down court.
First one is up, rattles around and falls. That is Colin Lamb at the line.
It's a little weird on that first one. There's only 3 guys for Marian Central down for the free throw.
Yeah, they in the NBA you see that, but here in high school and in college you're allowed 2 guys on that block. 16-21 now here in the Jacobs High School gym. It's the Marian Central Hurricanes versus the Prairie Ridge Wolves. If you're just joining us, I'm Brandon Giese alongside Patrick Marian.
Yep.
And a timeout was called by the Marian Central Hurricanes. 6:09 left in the third, and this timeout will be sponsored by Tom the Plumber Incorporated. Tom is your local family-owned plumbing contractor. He's honest and affordable, as you can see there on the wonderful logo Tom sent us. Visit TomThePlumberInc.com. The Hurricanes are still up in this game, but Prairie Ridge has had mild success on the opposite end of the floor, getting the ball into the hoop.
They've also shown a good range of defense this half. As you saw, that timeout might have been forced because Prairie Ridge has been playing pretty good defense. They're kind of trapping guys in corners, trying to hope they get that turnover like they did last drive. Hopefully the defense is just as successful as it's just become.
Inbound goes to Golembuski. Baranski for 3, no good. Rebound there is tipped around, but controlled by Hoyland, and he'll bring it up with pace. Far side swing pass was tipped. That was intended for Connor Kazin. And so far, as we said in the pregame, we thought it was going to be Kazin and Hoyland who were going to light it up, but they've kind of had a quiet outing.
They've missed a lot of their shots, and they're just struggling.
There's Hoyland. Oh, almost falls. It looked good from our angle, but it was just a tad long. Connor Kazin now. He'll dribble around the top of the key and give it up to Hoyland. Hoyland back to Kazin, inside to him. Inside out pass. They get it back to Hoyland, over to Kazin. He'll dribble down the middle of the zone and get blocked by Kevin Herbst. And that's what I'm talking about when it comes to beating the zone down the middle. It's tough because that middle man is normally somewhere within that painted area trying to defend the rim, as we just saw Kevin Herbst do.
It wasn't just one guy. There was 2 or 3 guys in that section. And you know, it's very hard to beat 3 guys when you're only 1 person driving in, especially when they're a lot taller than you.
And Kevin Herbst listed at 6'6", and he plays every bit of it. He's got some long arms, and he is very good at, defending that rim. Golembuski with it now. He'll give it to Baranski. Baranski will go down to the lower part of the paint, but kick it out to Golembuski. Eventually, it's going to be a foul called on Connor Kazin. And I have not been able to mark the score sheet for the Hurricanes in the second half yet, and this is why Prairie Ridge has been able to, string a couple of baskets together. It's just simply because the Hurricanes haven't even gotten on the board yet.
They're doing a good job of stopping opportunities here, forcing turnovers, increase the amount of defense.
Golembuski makes me eat my words once again. A 3-pointer from him in the corner, and the Hurricanes get on the board here in the second half. Right down the middle of the zone, a good pass inside, and that's Hunter Morlock for 2.
Made a good shot. He kind of went behind his back there. It was a very athletic play.
Swing pass, that was to Bryce Radcliffe, who just checked in for the Hurricanes. Lindquist will drive in. He got his pass deflected. Now here's Jack Hoyland. Hoyland inside to Kazin, they get it back out. Morlock will go down the middle of the zone and get it stripped by Baranski. Baranski to Radcliffe, and he will score. Bryce Radcliffe on the board for the first time today.
You saw that turnover, he just got mugged going inside the paint there.
Inside, that one is put up and no good. Might have gotten a piece was Kevin Herbst. Golembuski will give it up all the way to the near side. That was Radcliffe. Baranski to Radcliffe. Definitely a traveling violation. It looks like he was trying to go with a one-handed pass, but never really got a full grip on it. Took a step, and that's going to trigger the traveling violation.
You saw him stutter a little bit too on that. His feet were moving, causing the travel. He didn't really get a good grip on the ball, like you said. He wasn't able to get that one-handed pass, and it just decided to go for a little bit of a trip there.
Inside to out. Kazin into Hoyland, and he got mugged by Radcliffe. They give it up and reset. Swing pass, they get it to Kazin in the corner, he'll dribble drive, try to get it inside, back out. Hoyland for three, yes! And that was the most pure looking shot from Jack Hoyland all day, and that could be a spark for him as he finally gets a triple to fall.
That is just a good sign for Prairie Ridge. Hopefully they'll be able to ride off of that, continue to make good shots.
Baranski was fouled. I believe they're going to give it to him in the shooting action. No, it's going to be on the floor. Inbound, Radcliffe gives it up to Golombuski at the line. Baranski in the corner, gets it down and inside. A scoop, layup, and a score! A bucket for Michael Husick, and he will have a chance at an and one.
Saw him just get slapped when he was going up. It was a good shot. Somehow it went in. It was kind of going around the rim a little bit.
Substitute into the game, that's Jason Giffels off the bench for the Wolves, and Drew Gendy will take a seat. Husick now puts that one up, back rim no good. Herbst over the back. Oh, they're gonna call it on Golombuski actually.
See, let's hope Prairie Ridge continue to ride off that last three-pointer they had, maybe make another good shot.
21-28 here in the Jacobs High School gym. Prairie Ridge Wolves have clawed back to within 7. There's Hoyland again, no good. Rebound control by Golombuski. Here they come up the floor quickly. It's Husick again, and Husick will score.
For 5'11", he's doing pretty good going inside.
Jack Hoyland tried to give it back to Kazin, almost threw it away. Hoyland will get it back, thought about it. Instead, he passes. They swing it. An extra pass, they will go inside now. Hoyland, a swing to Kazin. Kazin inside, yes, Connor Kazin for 2.
They had a lot of good looks on that play there. There was multiple times they could have taken a 3, but either way, they still got points out of it.
Yeah, they definitely made a couple extra passes there, and it actually paid off on that trip. Now let's see if the Hurricanes can answer. A far side swing to Golombuski. Inside, the pass is deflected and intercepted by Jack Hoyland. Down the middle of the zone, that's a walk, no doubt about it. He's gonna get some frequent flyer miles. He definitely cannot take steps out of a hop step, and the ball will go into Marian Central Hurricane possession. Baranski dribbles right through the trap, kicks it to Golombuski. It went off of his hand. A two-pointer is up, and it is good. A.J. Golombuski did not care about the contested two-point opportunity because he knocked it down. Hoyland for 3, yes! Jack Hoyland, that's his second 3 of this third quarter alone, and all of a sudden, Hoyland seems to have his touch.
Seems to be heating up a little bit. He's made 2 of his last 3 shots, and that was just a perfect shot there.
Radcliffe tried to run without the ball. They get it to Baranski. He'll fire from the free throw line, extended in and out, rebound controlled and put back in by Michael Husick. PA said Husick. I'm going to refer to him as Michael Husick from here on out. I want to apologize up until this point for the mispronunciation. Inside, they get it to Hoyland, right to Kazin. Giffords will give it up. Kazin now. To Hoyland for three, no good. And that was a pretty good shot from Hoyland. 4 seconds left on the clock. Three, they get it to Golombiewski. He'll fire for three, no good. 26-34 here in the Jacobs High School gym. It's the Hinkle Holiday Classic on YouTube. The Marian Central Hurricanes will possess an 8-point lead going into the final quarter of action, but quickly we're going to check in on a Windy City Bulls replay. Here we go, Golombiewski with a contested two, and that was easy money for him. Now we're gonna take a peek here. I believe this is gonna be that Hoyland three, and yes it is. He knocks this one down rather easily, a pure jump shot for him, and that was the one that really kind of got him going. Now we're going to send it to Buffalo Wild Wings for just 30 seconds of info for you guys.
Buffalo Wild Wings is the place to bring the whole family for a great night out. We're nearby in Algonquin and Crystal Lake with specials all week long. Enjoy 65-cent boneless wings on boneless Thursdays and Mondays. Get half-priced wings on Tuesdays. And stop by on Wednesdays for 99-cent chicken tenders and $1.49 kids meals. Sign up for our free Blaze and Rewards loyalty program. Earn points, get rewards. It's more of what you love for what you already love to do. It's all here at Buffalo Wild Wings in Algonquin and Crystal Lake.
And we are back here in the Jacobs High School gym. It's the Hinkle Holiday Classic. I'm Brandon Giese alongside Patrick Marian, and we have a quarter left of this Consolation A third place title game. It is the Marian Central Hurricanes taking on the Prairie Ridge Wolves, and the Wolves will possess it to start the fourth. Hoyland now will get it into Kazin. A pass down low will be intercepted, and Radcliffe will spring Golombiewski.
They ran right into the zone there with the pass right in the middle. Just got three guys there. And
Radcliffe puts that one up and in. That's the first bucket of the fourth, and also his second bucket of the game. Hoyland thought about firing it. No pull for him. They're gonna call a foul there on Radcliffe.
he seems to be, Golombiewski seems to be a little bit in disbelief there, running his hands over his head. It's going to be important to continue passing to Hoyland. He seems to be a little bit on fire here with his threes.
Hoyland with it again. They give it up, Kazin far side, they work it in. Two out to Hoyland, and one! You heard it first on the floor. One of the bench players goes, and one, because Jack Hoyland converts the and one. A layup that fell, a floater almost, would probably be more accurate, and Hoyland will have a chance to have the three-point play the old-fashioned way at the line. That one is up, and it is good for Jack Hoyland, and he's kind of come alive here in the second half.
He's already scored a lot more points than he did the first half. He only scored 3.
Almost a turnover there. They got lucky. Baranski gets it over. Radcliffe now will give it up. Baranski back to Radcliffe. They give it to the corner. That was Golombiewski. He would have missed it, but they're going to call a foul on number 44, Hansen.
You saw 25 there. He kind of went flying across the court, and like he got hit with a ton of bricks.
Yeah, Thomas Menor, the 6'7" forward, got hit pretty hard there by Joseph Hansen, and that triggered the sprawl to the floor. Baranski down the middle of the paint. Up, no good. Tip is good. Michael Husick. Hoyland now, trailing by 9. They work it into Kazin. An inside-out pass is intercepted. Radcliffe got a hand on it. Here they come. Baranski to Radcliffe, looking. Golombiewski for 3, no good. Hoyland will grab the board and push the issue.
Prairie Ridge seem to be making a lot of mistakes going inside here. They keep getting their passes mugged and taken. It's just not working for them.
Definitely need to value each possession if you're going to try to come back from this 9-point deficit here with just over 6 minutes remaining.
It's going to be important to score here to stop that momentum that Marian Central has.
Hoyland for 3. Yes, sir. Jack Hoyland hits a triple, and he cuts the lead to 6.
I say keep passing to Hoyland. He's on fire this half.
They work it up. Golombuski, they say he dribbled out of bounds, and all of a sudden there's a bit of a momentum swing. This possession really could ignite a run for the Prairie Ridge Wolves.
You saw their bench stand up for one of the first times this game. They've been kind of quiet, kind of been taken out of the action here. But after a shot and a good turnover, they could have a potential to change this game around.
Hoyland works to the corner. They get it right back to him. A floater in the lane. Kazin draws some contact, and he will go to the line. If Kazin can convert on both of them, we'll see it just to a 4-point lead for the Marian Central Hurricanes. It's been a low-scoring affair so far, 38-32. What do you think the winning team has to get to win the game?
Like I said, I think the winning team's got to get to 50, or around 50, 48, 50, around that little bit of range here, even though it's been a low-scoring game.
So you'd say above 45?
Yes, above 45.
Okay. Kazin gets them both to go. So you heard it here first. Patrick Harrian says if you get above 45, you might have a good shot at winning this one. Let's see if he's right. As they come down the stretch here, Radcliffe now gives it to Golombuski. Golombuski was the one who dribbled it out of bounds last time, but this time he's looking to answer with a three-pointer of his own. They swing it to him. They'll get it back to the top to Baranski. He'll get a screen. Radcliffe now. He'll shoot from the corner, no good. Rebound controlled by Hoyland. Hoyland with some speed up the court. He'll get his shot absolutely stuffed by Bryce Radcliffe. A substitution that came off the bench. I had not seen him in the games that I had covered for Marian Central, but since he has come off the bench, I would say energy-wise, spark plug, all written all over that young man. We're going to bring you a timeout sponsor, and this time it's going to be Checkup, the Snapchat of basketball. Find and set up nearby basketball anytime, anywhere. Download the app in the Apple App Store today, and actually I did check it out once I got home, and they have where we always hoop on there. So now from here on out, I can set up like an event at a certain time on my phone for people to come, and they'll know. So if all the people that already don't come or do come, they'll know, but everybody else that uses Checkup will know as well. So it's actually pretty cool. We're going to send it to a Windy City Bulls replay really quickly. And it's going to be that Jack Hoyland and one. And the audio, you can't hear it right now, but that's where one of the players on the Prairie Ridge bench said, and one.
On that play, just sparked up that offense there. They sparked up Prairie Ridge. They've automatically just kind of gotten back into this game. As I said earlier, that guy coming off the bench, they kind of equaled each other out a little bit.
34-38 here in the Jacobs High School gym. It's a barn burner. 4 points is the lead now, as Marian Central has seen it squander from a pretty sizable one down to just 2 possessions. A missed opportunity there for Hansen underneath the rim, and the Hurricanes will come back the other way. They're going to call a foul, a clear-out foul somewhere. Benner with a clear-out foul, they're saying. I didn't quite catch it, actually. They're saying Thomas Menner might have cleared out with the elbow a little bit down underneath. Nevertheless, here come the Wolves.
Definitely don't want to give the Wolves more chances than they're already getting here, especially with the small lead that Marian Central does have.
Kazin down the lane, they're going to call a foul there, and I wonder if they're going to say it was in the act of shooting.
He was looking like he was going up for the layup there when he did get clobbered, giving him the chance to make 2 free throws, make this game even closer than it already is.
34-38, and Kazin has a chance to knock it down to just 2, and that would be the first time in a very long time that it's been a one-possession ball game. And if it does get to that one possession, we're going to be set and geared up for a very interesting finish here in the Consolation A third place game.
Kazin has made a lot of his free throws. He's made 4 in this quarter, and he has brought this team back with the help of Hoyland.
Golombuski gets it across the line to Baranski. They'll pass Radcliffe into the corner. Back up to Baranski at the top. They'll swing it. Golombuski thought about it in the corner. Instead, they'll get it into Herbst. Baranski for 3. That's well short. Husek couldn't control it, but Radcliffe could. Baranski will reset. 3:45 left here in the fourth. It's a 2-point game. A pass inside to Herbst almost went errant. Instead, it will go to Golombuski in the corner.
Notice Prairie Ridge is playing some pretty good defense here.
Yeah, they're definitely closing out on shooters at the perimeter. A missed opportunity there from inside. They'll move it up quickly. Hoyland for 3 and a lead, no good. Rebound controlled there by Radcliffe.
I like the shot there. He was wide open, and it was good to see him take it. But granted, how much success he's had with the three-pointer this game.
And that is going to be a costly turnover from Bryce Radcliffe, and that's going to trigger Johnny Preston back into the game off the bench. We had gone almost the second half without Johnny Preston in the game, and to the bench will go Radcliffe, not to take anything away from his performance, because he did have a good game off the bench for them.
Saw the bench stand up for Prairie Ridge there. They're pumped up.
They give it to Hoyland. Thought about it from way back. Instead, he'll pass. Lindquist. Kazin to Hoyland. Not a lot of movement from them on offense right now. Got to get those guys in motion. Inside, the pass is deflected off of a Marian Central hand, and the Wolves will retain. 2 minutes and 42 seconds, as you can see on the clock. 38-36. The Marian Central Hurricanes are hanging on to a 2-point lead, but the Wolves do possess the ball. Thrown into Kazin. Over to Hoyland.
Marian Central has just struggled this quarter so far with the tight defense.
Kazin with a step back 2, fall away, yes! Connor Kazin will tie this game up. 2 minutes and 30 seconds remain, and we are geared up for an interesting finish to this Consolation A third place game. They're gonna call a blocking foul, and I don't believe they are in the bonus yet, but Kazin does get his 3rd foul.
You know what they say, the last 5 minutes of any basketball game are the most interesting, and it's sure going to prove it here. The tie game with only 2 minutes and 20 seconds remaining.
The last 2 minutes of this game will most definitely be the most interesting. Here is Kevin Herbst. Center hands it off to Baranski. They kick it to Preston in the corner. Fresh off the bench, can he hit? No good. Rebound control by Husek. He'll put it up. And one for Michael Husek. It's his 3rd opportunity at the line for an and one. The other 2 given, he has not converted, but this one could be the biggest so far. A lot of the Wolves look in disbelief down there with the call, but nevertheless, Michael Husek at the line with an opportunity to put them back up 3.
See just that breath of, like they just got their breath kicked out of them.
And that's going to be a foul on Golombuski, and the thing that's going to kill the most is that puts the Wolves into the 1-and-1 bonus, so no time off the clock, and they go right to the free throw line with a chance to tie it.
And here's where that 73% free throw could really change the game here compared to Marian Central 64.
Was it not just 38-40? How did they get? Yeah, 38-40. The board was wrong. I was confused there for a second. The first one is up, and it is good. I swear, because I thought first he didn't make the and one, so I was confused how they had, the mind of an announcer,
Right.
First one is up and good, and the second one will not go, so we do have a 1-point game here with just 2 minutes left on the clock. The Hurricanes, with that 1-point lead and the ball, have an opportunity here to widen that lead just a little bit more and make it feel more comfortable with a bucket. Swing pass, Golombuski to Preston. They swing it again.
It's crazy to think this game was once a 9-point lead.
Yeah, I know. Golembuski, Baranski. Pass inside, Husick again, no good, tip no good. Husick hustling for the board, he'll save it. They're gonna say he was just out of bounds.
It seems like the momentum has changed a little bit, as you noticed. Prairie Ridge's bench went back to standing up again and clapping compared to after that one foul. They were just, their pride was kicked out of them.
They're gonna call a timeout here. It's going to be the Prairie Ridge Wolves with the timeout called, and I think it was a good one by their coaching staff, that is for sure. We're going to do a Rosen Hyundai, because Rosen Hyundai of Algonquin is looking, if you're looking for a brand new Hyundai or certified pre-owned safe time, shop online at rosenhyundai.com. That was a tough one. That one struggled.
A little bit of a tongue twister there.
The way I tried to word it was just backwards. But nevertheless, we got 1:23 left here in the Jacobs High School gym. The Marian Central Hurricanes are hanging on to just that 1-point lead. What do you need to see from both teams to win this game down the stretch, Patrick?
Continue to take the three-pointer for Prairie Ridge. What you also probably have not noticed is that Prairie Ridge is in the double bonus compared to they're both in bonuses, but Prairie Ridge is in that double bonus. So they have a better option. They have more chances to make those free throws. And that really could come down to it. As noticed before, 73% compared to 64%. Prairie Ridge has the odd here to win. They have a little bit of an advantage with that.
And on the other side of the ball, the Marian Central Hurricanes have led practically the whole game. The Prairie Ridge Wolves have not seen a lead at all this entire game. So another thing to keep out for is if Prairie Ridge does take the lead, to see how they play with a lead. That is something that, you know, even looking up at the scoreboard as a player, it's just a different mentality. Kazin now will set it up for the Wolves. He'll get it to Hoyland. Hoyland with some tight D being played. That's Kramer off the bench to play defense on Hoyland. A pass down the middle of the lane, a floater will fall, and they have their first lead of the game. That was Colin Lamb to put the Wolves up 1 against the Hurricanes here with under a minute to go. A pass down to Husick, he'll take it in, lose it, give it up to Baranski.
There was almost a very costly turnover there.
And there's that turnover you were just talking about occurred. Here they come the other way with a 1-point lead. 37 seconds remaining and they're gonna foul.
As you just see here, the bench of Prairie Ridge is pumped. And he's looking the other side. Marian Central is just dead quiet. They're just in disbelief.
Connor Kazin, as you said, has knocked down a good amount of free throws in this fourth. They're gonna need him to knock these ones down if they want to take that 3-point lead. First one for him is up, and it is good. Connor Kazin gives the Prairie Ridge Wolves a full 2-point lead. So at this point in time, they need a full bucket, Marian Central, to get back tied. With this free throw, they're gonna need a 3.
See, that is his 6th free throw he's made this quarter.
33 seconds left and the gym has just erupted. They're looking to get a good opportunity from the line, but right now the defense is staggering. Preston with it now. They're gonna call a timeout, a very good timeout from the Marian Central Hurricanes, as the Prairie Ridge Wolves were playing some great perimeter defense.
They were stopping any kind of play potential that was going on there. And it's a good timeout because now they get to think of a play and just to think about it a little bit more.
And you know who's really thinking about that play? It's gonna be Tom the Plumber. Tom is your local family-owned plumbing contractor. He's honest and affordable. Visit TomThePlumberInc.com. And overall in this game, we've had a lot of fun watching it. As you said, you get to around 45, you're in the area to win, and that's looks like where we're headed. Marian Central with 21.1 left. They need to get a 3. Who are you giving it to?
To be honest with you, I really don't know. We haven't seen that much threes going on other than Golem VC. He's made pretty good threes, but none of them have made it in the fourth quarter. It's only been one since that's the first half.
And we're gonna send it to a Windy City Bulls replay really quickly to take a peek in on a layup attempt. And it's gonna be from Jack Hoyland. This is from the third quarter. or early in the fourth, I guess, I'm sorry. That was when it was a 10-point game. Can you believe that?
The game is just turning around. Crazy game so far.
43-40, the Prairie Ridge Wolves have clawed all the way back, no pun intended. And here they come. The Hurricanes need to get a 3 to tie the game. Who are they going to give it to?
See if they get Golombisky open.
13 seconds left. They get it to Baranski for 3, in and out. Rebound off of a red hand, and it's going to be the Wolves' possession. They fought all the way back in this game to possibly be in the situation they are right now. 7 ticks left on the clock, up by 3, and they possess the ball. Barring a turnover, it looks grim. Into Hansen, that is the guy they probably want to send to the line, as Hansen had some trouble earlier in the game at the free throw line.
He hasn't made 1 free throw, as a matter of fact. He's only scored 2 points this entire game.
I believe that was an and-one opportunity, and he missed the free throw following. 5.7 seconds left here. The Wolves need just 1 free throw to fall to be up by 2 possessions, and that would really be a tough deficit to climb at 5.7. And it's a double bonus. He will have 2 opportunities, Joseph Hansen, to put them up by 2 possessions. The first one is up, and that one is good for Joseph Hansen. It is a 4-point Prairie Ridge Wolf lead, and that's going to really be tough for the Hurricanes.
Now if he makes this one, it'll be the last nail on the coffin.
The second one is up. That one is off the front rim, and it does go. A substitution will come in. That's going to be number 11, Jason Giffels. 5.7, Preston gets it, and he's going to travel. He moved without the ball. That will be the icing on the cake for the Wolves. Johnny Preston just took a step or 2 too many without dribbling the ball. You could see him, he was just trying to get the ball up the floor as quickly as he possibly could, but unfortunately for him, it did not happen. The Wolves up 5, 4.2 left, and it's all but over now. They inbound it, and it doesn't even look like they're gonna foul. And they won't shoot the ball either. That's going to be a 5-point victory for the Prairie Ridge Wolves. What a game from them. They clawed all the way back from at a point 10 down to pull out a victory here. What was the key in the end of the game there, Patrick?
Key was Connor Kazin. He has just turned around the game there. He made so many free throws in the 4th quarter. And now don't forget about Hoyland too. He made quite a few amount of threes in the 2nd half as well. Those 2 guys kind of turned the game around.
And we're going to keep it here because I believe we're going to have an all-tournament team selection, and we're going to try to listen to it. Connor Kazin from Prairie Ridge will be an all-tournament team player. We didn't get to see a lot of him, but he did make the all-tournament team.
He was a game changer in this one especially.
And that's going to be the all-tournament selection, all-tournament team selection from this game, and that's going to wrap it up for us. The Marian Central Hurricanes fall to the Prairie Ridge Wolves 45-40, and we will be back after a short message from Buffalo Wild Wings to bring you another live action game.
Buffalo Wild Wings is the place to bring the whole family for a great night out. We're nearby in ALGONQUIN and Crystal Lake with specials all week long. Enjoy 65-cent boneless wings on boneless Thursdays and Mondays. Get half-priced wings on Tuesdays. And stop by on Wednesdays for 99-cent chicken tenders and $1.49 kids meals. Sign up for our free Plays and Rewards loyalty program. Earn points, get rewards. It's more of what you love for what you already love to do. It's all here at Buffalo Wild Wings in ALGONQUIN and Crystal Lake.
It's called Checkup.
Yes, sir.
And it's like the Snapchat of basketball.
Yes, sir.
Let the people know what that's like, man.
Checkup, Snapchat of basketball. This Sunday, December 17th, y'all go check that out, man. Download it. Any basketball event.
Oh my God. Cross queen, step queen, step. Whoa, 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 get up,
This sports broadcast made possible by contributions from the following. Custom Heating and Cooling of Chicagoland. For all your heating and cooling needs, featuring sales, installation, and 24-hour emergency service, visit them online at customheating.com. Rosen Hyundai of Algonquin. Looking for a brand new Hyundai or certified pre-owned? Save time, shop online at rosenhyundai.com. Tom the Plumber Inc. is a family-owned and operated company committed to providing plumbing service and installations of the highest quality and craftsmanship. Tom the Plumber, honest and affordable. Visit Tom online at tomtheplumberinc.com. The Windy City Bulls. For tickets and game information for the official G League affiliate of the Chicago Bulls, visit windycitybulls.com. Checkup, the Snapchat of basketball. Find and set up nearby basketball anytime, anywhere. Download the app in the Apple App Store today. And Buffalo Wild Wings. Visit their locations in Algonquin and Hoffman Estates for some award-winning wings spun in one of 21 sauces or dry rubs. Or try a tasty burger or wrap. There's something for everyone at Buffalo Wild Wings in Hoffman Estates at Route 59 and 72 or in Algonquin on Randall Road.